Hello all. This isn't going to be like a full-on behind the scenes of mod. More so, it's going to be behind the scenes of a very, very annoying thing I dealt with. So yesterday I uploaded this, my first ever Half-Life 2 mod, because Init wanted it, and I figured, well, I've never modded Half-Life 2 before, maybe it's a good time to, again spoilers, maybe it'd be a good time to start. All it was is replacing Dr. Kleiner with Osaka from Azumanga Daioh. I don't know how to pronounce it, nor have I seen it, but I figured why not. So I found an MMD model of it, I imported it, I fixed up all the material stuff and whatever. It was actually surprisingly low poly, I think it was like 35,000 vertices, which is like nothing in terms of MMD model standards. I imported a model once from MMD where there were 35,000 vertices in one shoe. So two of them were 70k, it was ridiculous. And you'll notice over here it's only 14,000 vertices this time, because turns out a lot of them was like just duplicated ones for whatever reason, but that had a different part of the UV, which didn't make too much sense, but those are gone now too. So this is a pretty optimized model, all things considered. I mean, 15k vertices, I'm pretty sure Nick from Left 4 Dead is that much normally. So I got everything set up. I got the skeleton all rigged and whatever to use the fucking Half-Life 2 skeleton. I got eye tracking set up, that's why she looks so scary, because you need to do that. I got jiggle bones for the hair set up. It was all perfect, right? And none of that was an issue. Up until I added facial expressions, right? I did it the same way I always do, right? I got the character, I selected which ones were good, and then, you know, I picked between them, right? Brada, yeah, those were good. Yeah, that's all you really need. Okay? Went into here and I set up a DMX for it, right? Not DMX, the QC for it, right? Set up all these. Well, no, I didn't. I copied them from Genichi, but don't tell him that. It was all perfect. So then I tried to compile it. Let me show you what happens. Unknown model option, no auto DMX rules. This is issue 1. So it turns out Half-Life 2 Studio MDL in particular does not support no auto DMX rules, which, as the name suggests, automatically creates these. But that's a bad thing, because you don't want them to do that, because like you have to set up names or something. It's annoying for them to do that. So I figured, okay, well that's a problem. I don't know how to overcome this. I ask around on the Dead for Mods Discord server. They tell me that to use the Gmod compiler, because that one does have it, and I think, okay, let me set up Gmod, and yep, it's compiling. Okay, it's compiled now. Let's take a look. What? Why are my textures broken? They were working yesterday. This is unrelated to the video, this is a different issue we're having. What? Why isn't they working? Oh, I'm an idiot, I was using the Left 4 Dead, okay. I was using the Left 4 Dead 2 Studio MDL, that's why, not HLMV. Okay, so here she is, right? The jiggle bones are a little fucked, but no one cares. Eye tracking works fine, she can look at you. So then, I take a look at the facial flexes, right? What? What? What's that? What? I take a look at the side view. I try jaw drop, right? See that? It's like it thinks that her mouth isn't here, but down here, and it's opening, like, her chin. Like a third eye or something. And this is where the real game starts. Okay, so the reason this annoyed me so much is that it goes against everything I know about source engine modding. I'm using a DMX file, right? What's good about DMX files is that all the flexes are built into the file itself, all the different facial expressions. But since it's built into the file itself, they shouldn't break, right? So I'm thinking, okay, well they're offset. What happens, why do things offset? Okay, it's because transforms aren't applied, right? Because fucking Blender source tools is annoying as shit and I hate it so much, right? But the thing is, if the transformers weren't applied, the whole model would be offset, not just the flexes. That isn't a thing. So that's where I start thinking, okay, well that doesn't really make sense. But anyway, I put all the transforms anyway, re-export everything out, still doesn't work. Okay, that is annoying, but fine. I set up a... It's not even here. I set up a flex controller and everything, right? I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's because I didn't have one of those. Also didn't work. So I'm sitting here bang on confused and what is causing this, right? I'm looking at the QC. I deleted all of these because I was thinking, oh, maybe they don't read comments or something. I deleted the clipboard body group, maybe that break it somehow. I changed the attachments. None of that worked. So I said, you know what? Screw it. We're not using DMX anymore, okay? Maybe we should use VTA instead, right? Half-Life 2 is an old game. It's like one of the first Source Engine games, the second, I think, because CSS came out first. So maybe they hadn't made DMX yet. So, I set up a VTA version, right? Which is annoying. Setting up a VTA is annoying, but, you know, that's how it goes. So how does that look? Okay, it's compiled. Alright, let's see. Jesus Christ, what happened? How was it worse? It's worse. This is significantly worse than it was before. And you want to know what's funny? Let me find jaw drop again. The issue is still there. So at this point, I'm banging my head against the ceiling. I don't understand what can be causing this, because DMX doesn't do this, right? I was trying everything. Okay, I was deleting a bunch of random lines here. I was changing the sequence. Maybe the proportion trick was doing it. Changing the include model, changing the ragdoll sequence. Even tried changing the IK chains. I don't know, maybe that has something to do with it. I tried different DMX versions, you know, binary 1, 2, different models. Nothing worked. And at this point, I'm out of ideas, right? Everything I've tried doesn't work. So at this point, I import the DMX into Blender, right? And know what's funny? Is that the flexes worked perfectly fine. The DMXs in the model, the flexes in the DMX file itself worked perfectly fine. So now I'm confused. Because then it is definitely a QC issue. Well, what can it be? So I'm looking through anything that could be doing it, and I'm thinking, screw it, let's just delete the define bones. Maybe that has something to do with it. Actually, no, I didn't. I added unlock define bones first, because that usually like changes. It keeps all the bones that where you want them, in case for like attachment and stuff, but like changes their position just in case, or like resets their position to the model itself. Okay, let's take a look at it now. This shouldn't have done anything, right? By all accounts, nothing should have changed. And then I tried your drop. What the fuck? Why is it over here now? Why is define bones? What does it? It's still broken, but I'm thinking, okay, well, we found... What if we just removed all of them? I don't know, maybe that'll do it? Shouldn't, but hey, it's possible. Compile it again. It's annoying because compiling Half-Life 2 takes forever. Okay, here it is. What? Now it works. The define bones is what broke the flexes. Why in God's name did they do that? And I still don't understand this, right? Because it's not like the whole model was shifted. I mean, these eyeball lines, right, which are for the eye tracking, so she actually looks at you, these are finicky as all get out. If you get 0.1 of this slightly wrong, she's going to look completely stupid. She's going to look the wrong direction, wrong way, you're going to have cross-eyed. And yet, those worked fine. Those abided by everything. Okay, I even tested the model in-game, just because, you know, what, I just wanted to see if it worked in-game at all. Worked fine there, okay, except the flexes, obviously, but it still looked correct. So it was the define bones that was the issue, and exclusively for the flexes. You want to know why I was so angry by this? It's because it doesn't make any sense. This has never, ever happened before. Here's the QC file for Hanako, right? See all this? This is the same thing. Okay, DMX, right? But if we go down here, the define bones are here. I put unlock define bones. I don't remember why I did. I don't think I needed to, but I did anyway. And the flexes work perfectly fine. Not an issue here. But, you know, I mean, this is for Left 4 Dead 2, right? The game is a whole lot later along in the engine, so, you know, it's understandable. That is until you consider the fact that I have ported the model to Gmod, which is pretty much Half-Life 2, and whose compiler I was using. And it worked fine there too, not an issue with the flexes, with defined bones included. So yeah, I still don't know why it did this for this model in particular. Osaka is cursed, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, Winchfest over.